Howdy, friends and family. I am about to give you all of the updates on what Colombia and our school has been looking like during the coronavirus craziness. And then I'll give y'all a few prayer requests. Okay, so we are doing virtual school right now. A few Fridays ago, we sent our kids home just in case with all of their textbooks that they might need. If we didn't have school on Monday because everything was up in the air here in Colombia and we had no idea. But we were probably gonna have school. But sure enough, over the weekend it closed and we came into school on Monday and Tuesday, had a couple planning days, and then that next Wednesday the kids were back in school. Well, not back in school, but they were back doing school virtually. So it was a mad scramble for all of the teachers to get everything set up. We're using Google Sites, we're doing all the things, it's all new. But we are kind of starting to get into a rhythm of things because we've been doing it at home ever since then. When we first started doing virtual school, it was just the schools had to be closed. But since then, we moved into a 4-day mock quarantine, which we don't really know what the difference of that is. And then we moved into a 19 extra day quarantine. So right now, we've been in quarantine for 20, well, I don't know how much right now, but we are in the middle of a 24-day quarantine. We get out on April 19th, I believe. So we have a good amount of time being stuck in our homes. My 2 roommates went back to the States because they didn't want to risk not getting there because of the borders closing and different things like that with airlines, which is good that they did because our borders are closed right now. So I did not want to be in quarantine in my home by myself for 24 days, so I moved over to this apartment where a few more teachers live because the person who lives in this room went back to the States also. So it's worked out for me. There's 5 of us here right now. Yeah, so that was a crazy transition. Let's see, yeah, so in our quarantine, only 1 person per day in a household is allowed to leave to go get groceries, to walk your dog for 20 minutes, to get medicine. Those are the 3 things you're allowed to leave for. So yesterday I left and I did a little bit of grocery shopping, so it was nice to be out in the great outdoors of the city. It's crazy though because everybody wears the masks. I know it's way different in the States because people are like being shamed for wearing them because medical professionals don't have them, but here it's like the law. You can get stopped if you're not wearing a mask, and they won't let you into most grocery stores unless you have on gloves too, and social distancing and all that, so you have to be 2 meters apart from each other, same kind of deal. Colombians are pretty dramatic, so I guess it's kind of in their favor for their health right now, but it's just kind of funny to me and watching. I mean, it's very serious, yes, but it's just kind of funny watching people react so dramatically about certain things like gloves. Okay, let's see what else. Some sad things are that I'm missing my kids. We are doing like a morning meeting each morning at 11, so I get to see their little faces on the screen, so that's been fun. We surprisingly don't have as much free time as we expected we were going to be able to, just because it's more flexible. Like our time is more flexible, but we don't have like free time. Like there's always something that needs to be graded because we get sent emails of different things that are being turned in constantly. So there's always something to be grading, always something to be doing, so always something to be planning for next week. So it's good and bad. It's hard to communicate with the parents. My kids get it. My kids know my expectations. but it sometimes feels like I'm going through, like I have to jump through the hoop of like language barriers and the parents not knowing how our classroom normally works and not knowing our routines and things like this in order to get to the fourth graders because they don't have email addresses yet. So that's something that's been a challenge daily. But we're working through it, we're getting better, and I am learning how to show grace in that. Yeah, so while we've been cooped up in here, there has been a few fun things. I'm really glad that I'm not by myself for this time. There's 3 other teachers and one of their fiancés that's here right now. He's staying with somebody else in the apartment complex. He just comes over here during the day, which is fun to have extra people here. So we have us 5 every day, and we kind of have our funny little routines. Like somebody will always order food each night, and when we get the phone call in our apartment saying that there's food downstairs, we all get our shoes on and we all run to get some exercise, just like really short way to grab the food at the front, and then we run back. We've been watching all of the Marvel movies because there are 22 of them, so we have one each night. We're almost halfway done with all of them. We have dance videos that we work out to each day to get some exercise, so that's been fun. We had a fancy night a few nights ago where we all got dressed up in a nice outfit. We had some wine, we made a really nice dinner, and we lit some candles, and all 5 of us just sat and ate our fancy dinner in our fancy clothes. Just something to look forward to, which is funny. Yeah, so that's been really fun. Well, funny. Just makes me laugh. Next week we don't have school at all, which is nice. It's our spring break. It's Semana Santa is how we call it, Holy Week. And so we'll finally get a break to just rest and just have some chill time where we're not thinking about what we need to be doing to keep track of all of the virtual school stuff. So that'll be kind of nice. One of my roommates is teaching me how to sew a dress, so that's been fun. The families, so here's the prayer requests. The families are feeling a little bit stressed because a lot of them are working from home, as well as now homeschooling kind of. So prayers for the families to have peace and communicate with us. A lot of them have been doing really well about communicating, but some of them are just trying to take it all on and not like get some help. So prayers for the families, and prayers for teachers to have a nice restful time next week during Semana Santa. And yeah, there's a possibility that we could be, like after Semana Santa, there's a possibility that we could be doing virtual school for the rest of the school year. We have no idea what's happening. So prayers for flexibility for all of the teachers during that as well. So prayers for families, prayers for flexibility, and rest for teachers. But I love you all so much, and thank you for listening, and thank you for praying for me, and thank you for supporting me. Y'all are the best. And send me an update about your life. I'm so sorry that I didn't respond to any of those. I was listening to them, and I actually did like pray for y'all if you sent me prayer requests and stuff. I just didn't respond. So I do love hearing about your lives. Please send them. Love y'all. Bye.